According to YouTube CEO Susan Wojcicki, the EU copyright directive, if it's implemented, could lead to blocked access for all EU users. I know we have a lot of EU and UK subscribers, and yes, this does affect people in the UK because as of right now, it's still a part of the EU. I'm going to tell you everything you need to know right now on I.O. What is happening, people? This is InformOverload. I'm Charlotte Dobre, and smash that subscribe for daily news updates that are actually relevant to you. And if you don't follow us on social media, make sure you do that. Our links are posted in the description. On this channel, we've talked a little about Article 13, which is the EU's copyright directive that will effectively ruin the internet. If you haven't seen our previous coverage on Article 13, it's clickable on the screen right now, but here's a little bit of a recap. Article 13 is a proposed new law that wants stricter copyright infringement enforcement that puts the responsibility on the platform instead of the user. If it goes into place, social media sites like YouTube will be forced to remove content that contains copyrighted material. I don't know if you guys noticed or anything, but YouTube is all about using other people's material. Reaction videos, parodies, meme review. Of course, there's original content on YouTube as well, but a large chunk of it involves featuring content owned by others. YouTube CEO Susan Wojcicki has said in a long blog post that the EU's Article 13 is financially impossible for YouTube. She used Despacito as an example. It's the most watched video on YouTube, but it contains multiple copyrights ranging from sound recording to publishing rights. Although YouTube has agreements with multiple entities to license and pay for the video, some of the rights holders remain unknown. She further said that YouTube might have to block videos like that to avoid liability under Article 13. Block Despacito? Oh dear God, no. Okay, maybe Despacito was a bad example, but you get the idea. This obviously isn't YouTube's fault. I know, I'm not directly complaining about YouTube, that's a first. Article 13 makes YouTube and other platforms liable, which means if they don't comply with Article 13, they're the ones that could be taken to court, not the users who are using copyrighted material. As you can imagine, there's 400 hours of video uploaded to YouTube every single minute. That's a lot. That's a lot of content. It's going to be really difficult for the platform to sift through all of that, so it's likely going to put in place a system that filters out that kind of content. Otherwise, YouTube could get sued left, right, and center for copyright infringement. Or they could be forced to pay out money to people who own the content. And this definitely does affect the UK. The YouTube creators account tweeted, "As of now, UK is still a part of the EU. That's actually until March. So YouTube and other platforms may have no choice but to block your existing videos and prevent you from uploading new ones in the European Union unless you can prove you own everything in your videos. Hashtag save your internet." This will also affect people outside of the EU. YouTube creators also tweeted, "If the current version of Article 13 goes into effect, your videos may be blocked from being seen by your viewers in the EU. That's a huge market. The European Union is gigantic. A lot of people in the EU use YouTube, and those people will not be able to watch your videos. In the last month alone, EU users have watched content nearly 90 billion times. There's 35 million EU channels. A lot of this content is educational. There's videos for learning languages, videos for science, and music videos. And it's not just YouTube, it applies to all social media platforms. Honestly, it's kind of hard to understand why the EU wants to do this in the first place. It's a good chance that they just don't understand the internet and the current fair use law. Maybe EU lawmakers don't understand just how widespread copyrighted material is. Then again, maybe they do understand, and that's why they're trying to regulate it to give back to the original artists. But that being said, there's already a system in place to protect artists from copyright infringement on YouTube. It's Content ID. To date, YouTube has paid out 2.5 billion euros to rights holders for third-party use of their content. As of right now, YouTube doesn't really have the technical or the monetary capabilities to enforce Article 13. Hopefully it won't get passed, or hopefully they'll change it. There are way too many people that are against it. But that being said, the initial vote did pass, and it still has to go through another vote in January of 2019. Alright guys, I'm gonna lighten the mood with some comment replies. The Potato Librarian said, "Yay, the Potato Goddess is back! Ha! Can you do more Monday videos?" Well, fun fact, from now until the end of the year we will be bringing back I.O. on Mondays, so stay tuned for that. The Real Wolverine said, "She back! I almost unsubscribed." Okay guys, don't unsubscribe if you don't see me in a video or two. If I ever leave I.O. I will let you know. I'm not just gonna leave you in the dark about it. No plans! No current plans to leave I.O. by the way. Isaiah Wick said, "You guys are actually awesome." You say that like you're surprised or something. Angie said, "Has T-Series passed Pewds?" Not yet. We definitely will make a video on that when that happens and we'll let you know. And DT Pandia said, "Oh my god, I actually knew about this before this uploaded." Well, la-di-da, maybe you should do my job, Mr. Mrs. Psychic. No, that'd be a cool superpower, knowing about news before it happens. We've come to the end of the video, and thanks so much for spending a few of your valuable minutes with us. If you have a story suggestion for I.O., make sure you let us know by contacting us through social media. This is the end screen. It means the video is really over. From here, you could continue watching I.O. by checking out this playlist. Come on, you know you wanna. Click it. And by the way, make sure notifications are turned on by clicking that bell icon so we can see you in a future I.O. video.